5-minute Spider-Man stories.
Seeing Spots. It was a wonderfully sunny day. Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy were strolling through Central Park, about to buy hot dogs from a vending cart. "Ketchup, mustard, and relish?" Peter asked. "You know me too well, Parker," Gwen said, smiling. Peter reached into his pocket to pay for the hot dogs, when Gwen reached for her purse. "My treat," she said. Before Peter could argue, a strange black circle appeared below Gwen's purse. The friends were shocked when a white arm covered in black spots came shooting out of the hole. It grabbed Gwen's purse. Another circle appeared above them. Inside, a man's head appeared. A menacing voice erupted from the circle. "What a lovely bag. I'm sorry, but I don't believe there will be any hot dogs today." As suddenly as they appeared, the thief and his black circles disappeared. Gwen was shocked. Peter's eyes narrowed. He was not going to let some freaky villain ruin his perfect day with Gwen. "Wait here," Peter exclaimed. Before Gwen could say anything, Peter bolted out of sight. Peter ducked into an alley and changed into his Spider-Man suit to chase down the thief. He had been reading about this polka-dotted villain in the paper, a robber they called the Spot. Swinging high, Spider-Man looked out over the streets of New York for signs of the criminal. "Ha! I spot you!" He chuckled as he saw black circles appear beside another potential victim. He swung off to face his foe. Spider-Man managed to web the purse before the Spot could snatch it. "I think you've collected enough for one day, Spot." "Spider-Man, I've been waiting to run into you," the Spot said, over and over. Suddenly, black circles appeared all around Spidey. Out of them came fists hitting Spider-Man as the Spot appeared and reappeared in different directions. The villain was so fast that even Spider-Man's spider sense couldn't keep up. Spider-Man fell, beaten by the Spot. The teleporting villain appeared over him, laughing. "Better luck next time, bug brain," the Spot taunted, vanishing into thin air. Feeling woozy, Spidey realized he was going to need some help defeating this new menace. Fortunately, he knew just who to call. Spidey swung to an abandoned church, hoping this was still the place his friends used as a hideout. "If anyone can help me, it'll be these two," he muttered, knowing he was running out of options. The Spot was going to be hard to defeat. Although they had only teamed up a few times before, and one of the two could be kind of creepy, Spider-Man knew he could trust this duo to help him get the job done. "Cloak, Dagger, man, am I glad to see you guys," Spider-Man said as he entered the church. He quickly filled them in on his encounter with the Spot. "I need your help." Spidey turned to Cloak. "I know you're used to popping in and out of thin air, too." "I have felt someone tapping into my teleportation force recently," Cloak noted. "It seems this Spot and I share a connection through multiple dimensions." That gave Dagger an idea. If we can follow the energy Cloak is feeling, it could lead us to the Spot. Then my light daggers could help trap him there by draining his energy. With the plan set, the heroes dove into the darkness of Cloak's cape and disappeared. When the trio reappeared, they found themselves in the Spot's secret hideout. It was filled with all the stolen purses, jewels, and other items the thief had taken on his crime spree. "Spider-Man, how did you find me here? And who are these freaks?" the Spot asked, shocked. Spider-Man just smiled. "Looks like you're not the only disappearing act in town, Spot." The Spot tore the teleporting discs off his suit, threw them around the room, and started to dive into them. He was ready to attack, but this time the good guys were ready too. Bright knives shot out of Dagger's hands and burst into the dark circles. Her illuminating power filled the darkness in which the Spot thrived. They pushed out the Spot, cutting off his escape. Spider-Man quickly webbed the villain before he could try his teleportation tricks again. Looks like you're stuck. I guess you could say my webs are spot on." Dagger chuckled at Spider-Man's bad joke, while Cloak's icy stare never wavered. Their plan worked. The Spot's thieving days were over. The heroes helped return the stolen items. As the pile grew smaller, Spidey recognized one of the purses and grabbed it. "Not enough pockets in your suit?" Dagger asked with a wink. "Hey, Bad jokes are my thing, Spider-Man replied. Then with a quiet whoosh, Cloak whisked Dagger and the Spot away. Back in Central Park, Peter Parker came running back to Gwen. There was a police officer handing over her purse. "Gwen, you got it back!" Peter exclaimed. "It was incredible, Peter. Spider-Man caught the thief and brought all the stolen items back, including my purse." Peter blushed. "Wow, he's a real hero." "But you are just as brave, Peter," Gwen said, hugging her friend. "Thanks for looking out for me." Peter grinned. "I'm sorry I couldn't do more." "Well," Gwen said, handing the hot dog vendor money, "you certainly did enough to earn this hot dog. My treat as promised." "You're the best," Peter said as he chewed. "Wow, this really hits the spot."